Okay, so now let me start. I think someone has requested me to explain this program, right? Yes, this is the
Yes, sir.
program
Yes,
of
sir.
block transfer with overlap. What do you mean by block transfer with overlap? So that means if this is my array, let me enter this. Okay, and these are my values in this array. Suppose 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5. Then what I'm supposed to do is I want to, and this is a continuous memory location, right? So I want to shift the array, but I want to do the overlapping. So now after my program execution, what I want is my 1 1 will be shifted here, 1 2 2 shifted here, 3 3. So it is overlapping. Get it? A same location will get overlap with my value, but it is shifted now. So this is what block transfer with overlap. So you are transferring your full block, you are transferring this box to this place at the same location, only spacing two blocks ahead. So this is what my block transfer with overlap. Understand what we are trying to do? Get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what is our purpose is. So now let me remove all this thing. Let's start with the program. So we'll again cover from the scratch. So those who are not clear can get it. As you know, your 8086 is having four segments: code segment, data segment, stack segment, and extra segment. All our variables we declare in data segment, right? So this is your data segment where you are writing all your data variables that you are supposed to use. My first variable is array. Now again, just for the sake of reminder, your data segment register is of 16-bit. Suppose 1 2 3 4 is stored in this. My data, all other registers are again of 16-bit. So what happens? Suppose 0000, and your physical address, actual physical address of 8086 is 20-bit. So what happens if I want to access anything from my data segment? What I'm supposed to do is 1 2 3 4, the value of my data segment register. I need to add 0. This is called hardwired 0 plus offset 0000. So what I will get 1 2 3 4 0. This is the physical address where my data is actually stored. This is what we can say. Get it? So, hello, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think this is we have discussed
Yes.
many times, right? So now I don't think there should be any issue. So if I declare a variable array, then how my variable array is stored in data segment? So suppose this is my data segment. Always, if my data segment, my DS is pointing here, then this is location 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like this. So my array variable starts with 0 0 0 0, the first here. Now this is my assembler directive db. What it says to my assembler, all the like this variable is occupying 8 bit for each and every data. As it is array, so it will store 8 bit. So 11h will be stored here, 8 bit will be occupied, 22h will be stored here. Okay, 33 will be stored here, 44 and 55. Now if I want to store the same variable, but if I have written dw here, then what happens? Hello. If I write array dw and these values, will it give me an error?
No,
Hello.
sir.
No, it will not give you an error. But in that case, what happens? Can you tell me? So
11
in
પછી નીચેના બ્લોકમાં 00.
exactly. So 11 will get stored here. Here 00 will get stored. Here 22 will get stored. Here 00 will get stored because it will occupy 16 bit. That is the difference in DW and DB. Very good. Clear? So this is how your data is stored. So currently this is not the case. So we'll remove this. It is a DB, right? So data byte. So this is the case. On location 011 is stored, on 122 is stored, 233 is stored, 344 is stored, and on location 455 is stored. Clear? Okay, so now count
Yes,
will be
sir.
stored on next location. So count
Yes,
will be stored here. And as it is a DW, so as he said, 05 will be stored here and 00 will be stored on location number 6. This is how your data segment will look like. Now, suppose I want to access 05 from this data segment. What I supposed to write? DS colon 0005, and I will get this location. Yes. If I want to access 44, I need to write down DS colon 0003. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
keep this in mind. So this is, sorry. So this is my data segment currently. This is the situation in data segment after these two instructions. Done. So these two instructions are over. Fine.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Okay. Now next, in code
Yes,
segment,
sir.
we write our code.
yes,
So in code segment, my first line is for assigning my data segment. I want to tell my assembler that I have a data segment and which starts with this point. So move ax comma at the rate data will tell my assembler that this is my logical name of data segment at the rate data, and it will assign that value to my extra segment as well as data segment. There is no need to assign extra segment if your code is small, so it is actually not needed. If you don't write it, that will work, but this line is needed. So what these two lines will do? These two lines will tell my assembler that my data segment is available and it starts from this point, right? So my assembler now will get to know that my data segment is there and its location is this. Done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now next instruction, lea si comma array. Now what lea instruction do, can you tell me?
Load effective address.
Very good. Load effective address. So the address of array will be loaded into SI. So if this is my SI register, as it is a 16-bit register, what is the address of array? Starting point of array is,
00.
yes, all 4 zeros. So 4 zeros will be stored in my SI. This line is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next
Yes,
line
sir.
is add SI comma count. So count value will be added into SI. What is the value of count?
5.
0005, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
that will be added into SI. So my answer will be 5, but obvious, and that answer will be copied into SI again, right? That is how your add instruction works. So now this 0 will get replaced with this. Done? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now my SI is 0005. Done?
Yes, sir.
Now move CX comma count. So my CX register now contains count value, that is 0005. So my CX is also containing 5, my SI is also containing 5 at this point of time. Done? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next is decrement SI. Decrement instruction will decrement the value by 1. So my SI will be decremented by 1. So 4 will be replaced with 5 will be replaced with 4. Clear? 0004. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here I am having 0004. Okay. So this much code is already completed. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So now next is move di comma si. So whatever value is there in si will be copied into di also. So di will also contain 0004. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is, so this is also clear. Add di comma 2h. So 2 will be added into di. So now 4 will be replaced with 6. Right? It is already an hex number. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So now my di will become 0006. This much stuff is clear. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now next is std. Now what this instruction do? What STD instruction do? So let me show you something. Mm, this. I think I hope you have read this. If you have not, just see this. CLD is clear the direction flag. And what that mean? Data goes onwards. Based on this, data goes onward. And if I write STD, it sets the direction flag. And data goes backward. Just keep this in mind. Fine.
Yes, sir.
STD is set the flag, CLD is clear the flag. If you have written STD, you go downwards. If you have written CLD, you will go upwards. Clear? Okay. So we'll write it here. So it is STD, so we'll go downwards. That is for sure. Right? Hello, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now how it will be used, that we'll see later. Now next instruction is REP move SB. Now what this instruction do, that we need to study.
Move
So
string.
let's go and check. So as you can see here, move SB instruction is used for string or byte. We are having bytes only, right? At the end, everything. So our array, which we have defined earlier, is also we can treat it as a string. So move SB can be applied on array also. What it do? Move SB instruction fetches the byte at address SI. So it will take SI as default register. Whatever stored on location SI, it will fetch it and store it at the address of DI. So by default, it will take destination index DI, and whatever is stored here on SI will be copied onto DI. This is the work of move SB. Clear? Yes.
सर एक और पाछू के वन.
What this instruction do? Whatever stored on location of SI will be copied into location of DI. Simple. Suppose my SI is containing 0005 and my DI will contain 0008. Suppose this is my data segment where on location 5 XX is stored and location 8 YY is stored. So what your move SB instruction do? Move SB instruction copy the content of SI, so that is XX, and copy into DI. So here instead of now YY you are having XX on location 8 also. Get it?
Yes, sir.
This is what your move SB instruction do. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Other than that, it is not only simply copying the value. After copying the value, what it will do? Let's read. So after copying the value, it will increment or decrement SI and DI. So suppose my SI and DI, as we have discussed, it is 0005 and it is 0008 in our example. Then after copying that XX to 5 also and to 8 also, it will increment or decrement the value. But thing will happen to both registers, not only single one. So if I increment the value, then my SI will become 0006 and my DI will become 0009. And if I decrement the value, SI will become 0004 and my DI will become 0007. This is what happens after your move SB instructions gets over. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, how this increment or decrement get decided? Based on that STD or CLD, clear or set. As we have already discussed, if it is set, you will decrement, and if it is clear, you will increment. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in our case, we have written STD, so we will decrement the counter. Get it? Hello. In
Yes,
our
sir.
program, we have used STD instruction. So in our case, we are going to use decrement. So what will happen with move SB instruction? Move SB instruction will copy the data from SI point to DI point and then increment or decrement the register value. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the work of move SB. So move SB instruction will do this thing only once, only one time. But we want to transfer all our 5 elements, right? So we want a loop, which will like we want move instruction to do this thing 5 times. So that's why we have used this prefix. When you are having a REP prefix, it is repeating the stuff. Okay, and same as our loop instruction, your rep instruction is also depending on cx register. When my count of cx will become 0, I will stop doing repetition. So if my cx count is 5, I will do this thing 5 times. If my cx count is 10, I will do this thing 10 times. Get it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what REP instruction do, like REP prefix do, REP will repeat the same instruction how many times? Whatever is the value written in CX. So now let's come back to our program. So we'll remove this. Wait a minute. Okay. So now, as you can see, standard STD means we are going to decrement the stuff. Move SB. So we want to copy the value from SI to DI and REP. So we want to repeat this thing. How many times? As my CX contain 5, so it will be repeated 5 times. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, as you can see here, let me change the color. Okay. So as you can see here, my SI is 4 and my DI is 6. So SI is currently pointing here and my DI is currently pointing here. Yes?
Yes, sir.
As we are going to take only counter of 5 and we don't want to like change this, that's why we have overwriting here. So what happens? This will change the value. Okay, 6. So here it will be replaced with 55. Get it? Why this 2 is added? Can you tell me? Hello. Can you tell me why this added
એક વચ્ચેનો
2?
પોઝિશન સ્કીપ કરે.
હા પણ એ કેમ કરાવી કારણ કે લોકેશન નંબર 5 ઉપર ઓલરેડી અવર કાઉન્ટર ઇઝ સ્ટોર્ડ. ધેટ્સ વાય.
Yes, sir.
યસ. Hello.
Yes, sir.
And as my cx is of 16 bit, so that's why we want to like remove this. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now this 55 will get stored here, then 40. Okay, then what it will do, it will decrement the counter. Yes, here also the counter will be decremented, then 44 will be copied, then this will be decremented, this will be decremented, so 33 will be copied here, then this will be decremented, this will be decremented, so 22 copied here and 1 copy here. So after this REP instruction, and this will execute it 5 times because my CX is 5. So after the execution, I will get this array. My first 2 location will be blank and all other locations will become 1, 1, 2, 5, 5. So my array is shifted. Get it?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Done? Samajh padi?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this program is doing nothing but shifting your array from location this to same below location with overlapping. So your data get overlapped. My 33 now becomes 1, 1, 44 becomes 2, 2 like this. So it is called overlapping. And why we have taken overlapping of 2 only? Because my CX is 16 bit and I have written this variable. So that's why we have started with that location. Get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Even once you have copied the data, you can start after one location itself. અહીંયાથી બી તમારે ચાલુ કરવું હોય તો કરાય. In that case, instead of 2H, you can start with 1H. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So program is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now suppose I want to make the same program, but now with 16-bit. Which kind of change I am supposed to do? Can you tell me? Okay, let's start writing a program. Okay, and you people need to tell me. Okay, so you need to guide me. So first is data segment. In data segment, first is my array. Here DB or DW?
DW.
DW.
DW. Chalo 1111 H, comma 2222 H, comma 3333 H, 4444 H. Chalo, let's have a four value only, right? Okay. If I am having only four value, my count will be of DB or DW.
DW.
Why can't I write DB? Because I want to store count, that is 4 only. So it will be 04H, right? So can I write DB? Hello? Hello?
No, sir.
Why? Reason? Because as you have seen, your REP instructions and loop instructions are working with CX, not with CH or CL. Get it? It works with 16-bit data. So compulsorily you need to transfer your variable into 16-bit data. And we know that in 8086 you can do 16-bit operation or 8-bit operation. You can't do 8 to 16 or 16 to 8. Fine. So that's why as we are going to copy this thing indeed CX register, we need to use DW only, 16-bit variable. Fine. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now this is my data segment completed. Now there are two instructions that we are supposed to write: move AX comma at the rate data, move DS comma AX. So this will tell my assembler that I want to use data segment. Fine. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next will be move CX comma count. So now my CX will contain 04. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I need to define my SI and DI. So how to define SI and DI? So LEA SI comma array. So now my SI will contain this address. Fine.
Yes, sir.
But I want actually this address because I want to do overlapping. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now thing is, in that case, it is only simple count because it is 4. But actually we want to jump how many locations? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if I want to point on 4, 4, I need to jump 8 location onwards. So add SI comma count plus count. Get it? Why I am doing this?
Yes, sir.
ત્યારે ખાલી 8 bit નો data હતો. So in that case you just need to jump 4 bits ahead, but here you need to jump 8 byte ahead. That's why it is count plus count and it will go to SI. So now my SI is pointing here. Fine. Here.
Yes, sir.
Now at same point I want to like assign DI also. So move DI comma SI. So now DI is also pointing here. Fine. Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now I want to start with more locations. So add DI comma suppose हम 4 add कर देते हैं. So after 4 location it will get started. Fine, because we want to lose this, or we can start with 2 edge also, that will work, no issue after 2 locations. Fine. So DI plus so SI is pointing here, DI will be pointing here after 2 blanks. Fine. So much buddy.
Yes, sir.
Now next what to do? Simple. STD. So standard, so I want to go downwards. R okay, wait a minute. REP move SB. My all data will get transferred. But how many times loop will get executed? Hello?
4 times.
Only 4 times. So only my 1 1 and 2 2 will get copied. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So we need to change that. So I need to replace 4 with 8 here. Need to remove this count. Okay, and this will work perfectly fine.
Yes, sir.
And this is the end of my program. Always your program ends with move ax comma 4c00h int 21h. This is the end of my program, and your all 16-bit data will get copied from this location to this box. Done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I think this is quite clear. We have done enough programs. Fine. So this is for today's session. Now I am expecting that you people should go and check your, like, run the same program in your emulator and see is it working perfectly or not. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's it for today's session. Next week again, just for the reminder purpose. Wait a minute.